Today we're going to be making pumpkin puree. This is a carving pumpkin. It's wonderful for Halloween and making jack-o'-lanterns, but it is not what we want to use for these pies. This is a pie pumpkin. It is bred for using for pumpkin pies or anything to do with pumpkin. They're sweeter, they're much drier. These are usually in the squash section because they're bred for exactly baking with pies. Okay, so you need to start with a sharp knife and you need to be extremely careful with this as you're doing it. What we're going to end up doing is having this look like this. And we're going to start by putting this into the side, and you can muscle this if you want to, but I've just found that the best way to do this is to give it with the downward motion with your knife. And then this is the part you just want to be very careful when you're doing that. The stem is also very hard, so at this point you just really want to give that a bang, and there we go. Just make sure when you're pulling it out that you keep the knife away from you. So here's the internal parts of the pumpkin, and we need to get all of those seeds out of there. And so to do that, we're just going to scrape to get those out. And I'm going to put this down, it makes it easier. You can use the seeds to make pumpkin seeds, salted olive oil. It's yummy. Just want to get those strings out. If you can't get all of this when it's raw, when it gets done cooking, they're a little easier, but if you don't get this out of here, it takes way too long to cook. I would love to know what you use your pumpkin puree for, whether it's fresh or it comes in a can, especially this time of year where Thanksgiving is coming. Let me know in the comments what you use it for. Okay, we're going to call that good for the time being. Put these on here. And I have the oven set for 350, and we're going to put these in the oven for somewhere between 40 and 50 minutes. So I think these are done, and we're going to take them out of the oven and poke them a little bit. They look nice and toasty, and I've poked them so you can see them dent in. They're going through nicely. That's going to make a nice puree. These need to cool off before we use them. So we'll let these cool off and then we'll come back and we'll make some puree. So these have cooled off so that we can actually touch them now. And I am putting these in a food processor. You just dig along the sides. You can also peel this and throw it in, but I find it just as easy to do this. So in fact, I find it easier. You can see the lack of liquid in here, so that it's not going to make your pies wet. It's a great product. I am not putting any seasoning in this. I am leaving this plain. The purpose of what we're doing right now is just to puree it. You can put it in the refrigerator if you're not ready to use it. If you're not going to use it in the next couple of days, I would put it in the freezer in an airtight container. But I do plan to make some pies with this, so I'm just turning it into a puree at this point. Stir that up a little bit while it's in there. And I don't want to add any liquid to that, so I'm just going to let this go. See, it's looking more like pumpkin puree. We're just going to keep going a little bit more. So here is the perfect puree for making pie. It's not wet, it's fresh, and the difference in the pie, and I have used pumpkin pie out of a can, and I love the pies, but this elevates that to an entirely different level. It's just amazing. So here is our pumpkin puree. It's ready to go. Just going to put it in an airtight container and put it in the refrigerator. But I will be making a couple of pumpkin pies coming up And those should be coming up in soon. Thank you.